Are you back dealing with Amber?
Shayla, why is it always something? Why is it always something?
Good day, cousins. We are back with another Kountry Wayne skit reaction from the Kountry Wayne skit universe. This skit picks up where Shayla stopped by Piari's house last night to make sure Anthony was where he said he was going to be. She came in, she told him, "Go ahead and pack your stuff up to come on home with me and your child." But you know what? He stood his ground, and I'm sure it's because Piari was there. He didn't want to look like a chump. But I'm going to let you know, I don't like the way she went home so silently. And you know what? It was all in her eyes when he drove up this morning. This morning he drives up and he tells her, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" She's standing there and she's looking off in a distance. She is gone mentally. He says, "Well, what's going on? Is everything okay?" He says, "Where's baby Kai? Who's watching him?" She says, "Zachary." He said, "Okay, well, why are you standing outside?" What? She says, "Anthony, are you back talking to Amber?" And he starts rolling his eyes and closing his eyes. You know, all the looks he gives. And she says, "Anthony, are you back talking to Amber?" He says, "No, I do business with her and we have to talk to each other. So I'm not going to say that I'm not speaking to her because we have to speak to each other about business." She says, "Stop playing with me. You know exactly what I mean." Announcement. Anthony has fallen completely off. When we first met Anthony, he was handsome, educated, articulate, a homeowner, a businessman, a go-getter. Now he's Shayla's baby daddy, sleeping on his best friend's couch, trying to seal the deal emotionally with Amber, physically with Shayla. He wants Piari to be his number one supporter and fan. He wants Ro to coddle him. What has happened to Anthony? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Back to the skit. So Anthony says, "You know what? I go somewhere to get away and get my peace, and that's what you've concluded." He said, "You told me you would be my peace, but this doesn't seem so peaceful." Shayla says, "You know what? I've given up a lot dealing with you. I've given up family. I've given up friends. I've given up my own myself, really." She didn't say that, but she really has. She's really given up on herself. Her whole world revolves around what he can provide for her and if they're going to be in a relationship. And her mama supports it. The only real hope that she has is Zachary, because Zachary can see through all this foolishness. I'm sure her father can step in and help. I'm sure he can tell her, that she's going on the wrong path. But she resents her father right now for messing with a lady who's messing with a married man. So she tells Anthony, "Anthony, I'm going to tell you one last time. Do not play with me. Do not play with my emotions." She has that look in her eye, and I believe that's her last warning. She is a little thrown off, and she's ready to do some harm to him or herself, in my opinion. I feel like she left Piari's house, went home and got her about 2 hours of sleep, woke up this morning, went and got her one of those Apple tags, and she's about to put that in his car somewhere. That's why she wants him to take her to get something to eat. Anyway, y'all, so Anthony asked her, "You know what? I want to go upstairs and see my son." She says no. He says, "What do you mean no?" She says, "No, you can't see your son because you're about to take his mom to go get some food." She walks over to the car. She waits for him to come and open the door. He opens the door and she gets in. And that is it. See you on the next Get.